Recorded and show the screen. So, as I said, it is August 30th, and I am here with Megin Alvarez and Malcolm Trevena, and we are just doing a very casual business presentation this morning on Nucerity International. Welcome, you guys. How are you doing?
We're doing fantastic. We survived that windstorm. So
Yeah,
far so good.
we were just saying that it's not only the Philippines that gets the typhoons. We had a pretty wicked storm yesterday, and I think we're in for another one today. So we've had the swaying of trees and big cedar trees coming down, etc. Hopefully, the Stanley Park's okay, huh?
Yes, yes. And also, we didn't get a chance to clear off the kids' toys in our backyard, so now it's just scattered all over our neighborhood.
Oh my goodness. So,
Oh well.
anyways, we've got exciting. We talked to Michelle Jones last night. Megan was messaging her. She's returned home to Australia. Had a great trip in Manila. I think again the challenges for her on this August trip was the weather. Like Megan and I had challenges in July with the weather. So I hope everything is calmed down in Manila and in the Philippines with respect to that. Again, Megan and I are starting to plan our trip for early November. I think that possibly Melissa Deely will be joining us as well, so that's exciting. And so, it's time to start preparing for those meetings and getting the prospects in front of us to do these presentations live and do some training with you. So please think about that. We will be looking at the early November dates and setting up a Super Saturday, setting up some training. We will definitely want to meet with all our team members and any new prospects that they have. So keep that in mind. Um, I don't have a picture of you on here, Megan. I just have Malcolm. Very handsome picture of Malcolm, I must say. Um, we have Megan and Malcolm on the line. If you don't know them, these guys are from our Coquitlam team. They are our team, but they have joined us from Coquitlam. They are doing this, and I'm going to let you guys tell your story because you have a trip coming up very shortly where you are going to Uganda and you're actually, it ties in with your Nucerity business. Maybe you could just expand on that a bit.
Yeah, well, our initial intentions when we joined this business was to help support a non-profit organization we run, and we're actually heading over to Uganda in a few weeks to build an additional classroom on a school there that we've built and funded. So it's a solar-powered school we've got over there, and it's bursting at the seams. So we're building a new classroom, and the money we're using to build the new classroom comes directly from the money that we've made from our Nucerity business.
That's awesome. Awesome, pretty exciting stuff. And then, of course, you guys know me. I am from Whistler, British Columbia. I'm a Ruby associate, and really looking forward to actually my next trip with respect to Nucerity International is well, my next one is up to the Kootenays. I'm going to be meeting a bunch of people in the Kootenays of Canada, which is where our Rocky Mountains are. But after that is going down to Vegas to the All In conference. If you haven't gone to a conference, and there is one in Southeast Asia in, when is it, Megan? South,
It's the beginning of November.
and
It's
it's,
the first weekend of November.
okay, and it's in South Korea.
Yes, that's correct. South Korea.
So they have a conference there as well. And if you haven't gone to conference, it's really, I have to say it's life changing. It's really, really good for your business. It's really good for team building. Kind of gives you an idea that this really is a real business. You get to meet the founders. There are, the people behind the scenes, the corporate office. They do a fantastic training usually. It's 3 days of training and fun. And then, of course, on the Saturday night, we have our awards where people walk, we call it walk the stage, where they cross the stage, they meet the founders, shake hands with them, and they're congratulated by their peers for hitting certain ranks. So if you've hit a rank this year, you will be, applauded for that and congratulated for that on at the conference. And we have quite a few in our team that will be walking that stage, so it's kind of cool. So take it away, you guys. You're going to talk a little bit about these three lovely gentlemen here.
Yeah. All right. So these are our founders, Lonnie, David, and Richard. They've been together for over 30 years. They're engineers and they're successful as individual business entrepreneurs and engineers, but together they're spectacular. Our business is debt-free. They have a dermatological business out in Houston, Texas, and it's one of the biggest there actually. So they know what they're talking about regarding skincare.
Yeah, and isn't it that where they were when they discovered Skincerity? Is that right, Megan? It was Lonnie that had rosacea on his face, and they had a dermatology clinic then, right?
Yeah, yeah. Our product, Skincerity, is uh, medically born from University of Houston, Texas Hospital, from uh, the skin cancer and burn victim unit. So that's pretty wonderful that we're science based that way.
Yeah, that's incredible, and I think that's their passion. To tell you the honest truth, I think their passion behind it, especially Lonnie, is the science behind it. Yes, it was discovered at a medical conference, and it was discovered they had it in a medical university, teaching university. So that's where it all came about. It really is a product that is in a category of its own, isn't it?
Absolutely. The product is amazing, but also the business. I just wanted to mention that they did create Slick 50, and that went into over many countries. So this is fantastic. And here we are. Hold
Uh,
on a second.
yeah, so I'll just pick it up from here. So Skincerity was funded by the National Institute of Health in the States. Now, the National Institute of Health is a huge organization funded by the government, and they don't just throw money around to anybody. So they give Nucerity money to fund the Skincerity. And as a result, what we have is the only skincare product with a breathable barrier technology. There's nothing else like this in the world. In fact, the founders of Sincerity gave some scientists $1 million and said, take this product and reverse engineer it. So in other words, go backwards, try and recreate this product. And despite having such a huge budget, they just couldn't do it. And Nucerity has also put a number of patents on this product. And as a result, no one can copy it now because the scientists tried and they find that even if they did do it, they won't be able to replicate it in the future because of these patents.
Which
So
I think that point is really, really cool. I think that in itself, like when I say it's a category on its own, it really is a category on its own. I mean, we can talk about them marketing it as a cosmetic, but really, this is something that could have been a prescriptive, and they didn't choose to market it that way because it would be more expensive. Plus, marketing it as a cosmetic, possibly you can get it into more people's hands, and it is a less expensive product. People talk about how, sometimes are challenged with the price of the product, but this really is a premium product. It works on so many things that, people are finding their skin is changing overnight because of this product. So it's pretty amazing.
It is, absolutely. And again, it's not a lotion, it's not a cream, it's not a serum, it's a skin technology. And when you say it alleviates, it's not just for anti-aging, it's for eczema. We've had distributors and people sending us their photo, uh, acne, for warts, stretch marks. It's just amazing. It cleanses, rejuvenates, it exfoliates, amplifies, moisturizes. So all of that, all in this one flagship bottle that we have. Uh,
And You can see here, Megan, what you just said. For those of you listening on the line, Megan just said all those words, and all those words actually spell out the word cream. So when you're talking to someone, that is a really easy way to remember what this product does. I mean, normally you'd have to buy 5 products to do all of those things, maybe even more. That's an incredible thing for it to cleanse your skin, and it cleanses it on contact. For it to rejuvenate it, and then for it to exfoliate it. When you take that mask off in the morning, you can either take it off with a warm washcloth, or you can actually peel it off. You will see your dead skin or the dirt coming out of your pores when you take the mask off. So you're cleaning your skin with this mask. And what does it mean when you say the amplify aspect?
Well, if you have an existing skincare regime like L'Oreal or Pond's or something like that, the point is you don't need to stop using those products. What you can do is put those products on, and when you roll the mask over top of those products, because it's trapping in all the moisture of your skin, trapping all the goodness, then it can actually amplify your existing skincare products by, I think, up to 40%. So it's
Totally.
like puts your own cosmetic regime into overdrive. But what people actually find out they're doing is they try their existing skincare regime, stick to it, but still use the Nucerity, and then they find out, well, why am I paying hundreds and hundreds of dollars for these cosmetics when Nucerity is kind of doing everything I need anyway?
Exactly. And what I do is I put my moisturizer on. I use the Peptide Plus. I put that on at night and then I roll over it, and my skin is so soft in the morning. It's insane. So just remember though that when we do talk about that 40% amplification aspect, if you put something on like a retinol or a prescriptive ointment, you don't want to roll the product over that, as it will amplify it. It could harm your skin because this is such a powerful product. It is just it's an incredible product. Here we come to those lovely before and afters. This is me after having a cancerous sunspot removed. I had quite a large scar on my face. I bumped into a friend. She was selling the product. I bought some. I used it for 6 weeks. Every day I used this product. And my doctor had told me to put on, I said, well, how do I get rid of the scar? And she said, put on some of that vitamin E ointment, or what is it called? Bio oil, or
Oil, yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
And so I started doing that, and just actually like the woman that found this, Phyllis, who was told to do that as well. I found it really sticky on my face. So I used that for a bit, and then I stopped using it, and I used the mask. And the mask was clean. It was just so easy. I could just do it at night, take it off in the morning. And this is my face 6 weeks after using the product. This is almost 3 years ago. And when I'm always in front of people, they look at me and they go, "Where is your scar?" So this is my story. This is what I use to tell people about how passionate. That's why I'm so passionate about this product, because I actually saw it with my own eyes, and now I can show people this is what it did for me. And not only did it do this, it took away my eczema. I get eczema usually around this time, or if I'm stressed out, I get eczema, itchy, flaky, seeping skin in my T-zone. Haven't had it since I've been using this product. So it has created that optimal, healthy environment for my skin. And what I love about this product is it works from the inside out. It's healing from the inside out, which is awesome. Do you want to talk about this, Megan?
This is Dorothy, and she has acute cystic acne. And I remember meeting her at a conference, and she talked about her acne and how painful it was. And also, it was really hard for her to go out and go to job interviews, and she used it. And as you could see, there's the before and after. She used the whole bottle. Um, Before that, she was trying other products too, and just nothing worked. And when she used our new Skincerity, she saw a drastic difference.
And didn't she say it was so painful that she couldn't even sleep on that side of her face?
Yes, yes. Yeah,
That's right.
that is
And
100%.
that's one of the aspects of the product is the reason that it's so good for acne. And in fact, Proactive tried to buy the rights to it um, because it is so good, is because we've got that higher grade acetone in it. The acetone flash dries off the skin, but at the same time, it is killing the bacteria on the skin, which is amazing. For bacteria to not be trapped under the mask is the key to the process of creating that healthy environment. And any other mask you use, when you put it on, they always say take it off in 15, 20 minutes, when whatever. But they don't ever tell you to wear it overnight because the bacteria is trapped under it and it's not doing your skin any good. So this mask kills that bacteria and then allows the process to happen. It allows the grapeseed oil and the vitamin E, the active ingredients in the product, to generate, penetrate into the skin. But your own body's moisture is also helping your skin to rejuvenate as well. So it's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
This is all another acne picture, but this is one where it's where there's been some scarring after the acne. So probably had it when he was a younger man, and this is how his skin was left after the scarring of cystic acne, perhaps. This is a doctor actually down in the Philippines, is it not, Megan?
Yes, that's correct. And he was really skeptical about our product being effective on his skin, and he was just totally amazed by it. And because it's also the exfoliating every day. Your skin is being exfoliated, right? And vitamin E and grapeseed oil is penetrating overnight. You're going to be sleeping 8, 9 hours a day, and that's what it's doing. It's rejuvenating your skin while you sleep, and that's something pretty wonderful.
I can't see how you couldn't get excited after seeing a result like this. This is what it's all about. When you're using it every day and you're seeing the change in your skin by that 30-day mark after using the product for 30 days, that is what's exciting about this. There's our lovely Phyllis. This is the woman that started it all. She was the woman that owned the lab where the product was created, and she's the one that found out about this. She broke her wrist, had a large scar on her wrist, started rolling that one hand, and you can see the one hand that she rolled. That is her story. She has only ever rolled that one hand, to show people the power of this product, and it is powerful. And I've met Phyllis. This is actually, I took this picture. She's a walking marketing board with her one hand wrinkled in her one hand, looking like she's had a facelift. So this is an incredible picture. Phyllis is lovely, lovely. She's always around at the conferences. I've heard her on calls. She's a lovely woman, knows her stuff, and pretty incredible story. This is just to show the anti-aging aspects of the product. And as we said, there's three active ingredients in it. There's the vitamin E, there is grapeseed oil, and your body's own moisture. And this distributor, Shelley Flood, she used it for a whole year. But you can see how it has diminished the wrinkles in the year around her laugh lines, around her eyes there, the crow's feet, and around her lip area or in her cheek area. You can also see that general health of her skin has become cleared up a bit over the time as well. So good.
Yeah, yeah, it is. In Philippines, yung kutis, like gumaganda ang kutis niya, which means just the general, yeah, what you just said. But also, it looks as if she's getting younger, because every year we tend to grow older and look older. But she actually, when she met other friends that haven't seen her for a while, she actually looked younger. And I think this is what Sincerity does. I mean, it doesn't stop us from getting old, but it does slow down the process.
Look at the line here. Look at the line on her nose there. Totally gone. Look at the line here, around
Hmm.
her eye. Totally gone. Like that's incredible. Look at the lines here.
Yeah.
And that's because her skin has become more hydrated and it's become that's a whole process. And that's why L'Oreal Worldwide wanted to buy the rights to this because this stuff works. They've obviously had someone using it saying, hey, we got to get our hands on this. And they've come to Nucerity International a number of times to buy the rights to this product because it works. That is the key thing, is it works. Works on every age, right, Megan?
Absolutely. And this is one of the reasons why we just love the product. Um, Malcolm and I are foster parents, and we have some babies and toddlers who have eczema and rashes, especially the eczema part, because the eczema part, they tend to scratch it. And what we do is we apply it just before they go to bed, or even during the day if they feel itchy. We apply the eczema on. It kills the germs, flash dries, and it actually stops the itch, and it helps them go to sleep. And also provides a protection barrier from their hands. As much as I cut their fingernails and try to keep their hands clean, it's still, there's still some dirt, madudumi yung mga fingernails nila, and it's an ongoing thing but when we put this Skincerity on, they stop itching, they stop scratching, and they're able to sleep, and the eczema is less red, and yeah,
Yeah,
they're more
that's
comfortable.
amazing. It's amazing because, again, creates that healthy environment, right? So it starts the process right away. And I think what Megan is being very, when she says they have some toddlers and babies, they have four, and they're going to have five. So it is a very busy household, probably with many skin ailments. And so they're using the product on their whole family, which is incredible. And it's helping all of the ages in their family. This is our friend John. John has undergone some skin cancer, and he had the Efudex treatment, which is a very strong antibiotic ointment they use on skin cancer. It actually draws the cancer out of the skin, leaving your skin looking like pizza like this, like very red sore marks. He used the product. This is him 5 weeks later, where it's cleared up. And since we've seen him, we should get a picture of him now because it's even better. So I actually have a distributor. You guys all know Robin Bates in Australia. She's undergoing Efudex treatment right now. She says she looks horrid, and she is just at the process where she's about to um, roll the product on her skin. Now, when you do this, as we've talked about, antibiotic ointments very strong. Do not roll the Skincerity over the ointment. It's too strong of an ointment. Use the treatment as your doctor has told you to do for the 6 weeks, then leave it for a couple days, and then start rolling it with the product. I do have someone else that used the Peptide Plus under the product and then rolled the Skincerity over, and it cleared. That's Babs Robertson, by the way. It cleared her issue up. She had the Efudex treatment. It cleared it up in 6 days.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Michelle? Lovely
Sure.
Michelle.
This is our lovely Michelle. She is from Whistler, British Columbia, Kerri's neighbor. And this is actually a year after she had her baby. And she was still having a little bit of, issues with her stomach. And so she used her Skincerity. She actually rolled it day and night because she was able to, put her shirt over it, and she just loved it. And she's a distributor now, and she looks amazing, as you could see from our before and after photos. That only after 2 weeks of rolling, she had amazing results.
You
So
can just see
that's
you can see the moisture coming back into her skin there after 2 weeks, right? Like that's her own body's moisture coming back in, like being trapped in her skin. So pretty cool. Again, there's a baby one. I'm just going to skip over that. So now we're at the point where we're going to talk a little bit about the business. Would you like to start that off, Malcolm?
Sure. Sure. So one of the interesting things is one of the approaches Nucerity could have taken is the traditional route where you sell it to a retail like a Walmart or something like that, and you pay for shelf space, you pay for advertising, and you sell it that way. They decided not to do it that way. They do it through a more powerful method, which is word of mouth. Like nothing suggests a product is good to your friends and I like it, it's good, it works. Why don't you try some?
And so it kind of cuts out the middleman, right? Like there's no cost of advertising and marketing, and it goes directly into the distributor's pocket. I think that's the idea. Is that correct?
It's correct. Like and normally like a product it'd go through like an importer and exporter, then to a retailer, and there's lots and lots of costs associated with that. With the word of mouth or network marketing, it goes directly from the manufacturer to your customer. Like you physically yourself don't even need to touch the product. You don't even need to see the product. It just goes directly to the consumer, which is a great cost saving, and us as distributors get rewarded for marketing the product in the way.
So
So
how do you build your team then? Like how do you build your plan B business or your main? Maybe you're going to decide to do this as a main business, and how does that happen?
Well, for me, I mean, I have to tell you, I love food. I'm just gonna I and
just gonna put that out there.
yeah, I just gotta put that out there. I love food. I love eating, and each time I go out to eat, I have to tell somebody about my food experience, especially when it's been fantastic. And so I'm just super passionate about what I eat, and I usually tell people. And when I tell people, they understand what I'm talking about, and they often will go to that restaurant and try out the exact food that I have explained to them. And this is not very different. You just share your passion, you share your experience of what Sincerity has done for you, and that's it. And just like with my food, they share it on with their family, and the only difference is when I share my food experience, I don't get paid for that. It's just, but here in Nucerity, when I share Sincerity and what it's done for me and my family, and they try it out, and they get the same experience, and they share with their people and they get the same experience. It goes on and on. And you know, that's what we call the power of duplication. And it's just that powerful, that word of mouth, what you say and what you believe, you get passed on. And that's how our business has grown, basically, just word of mouth.
So basically, what you're saying is when you come on board, you're getting your own business, but you're working as a team. Is that right?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
That's awesome. So it's like it's team building. Everybody's helping each other to build their business, which also helps to build income into your account. So everybody that comes below the little red happy face at the top is generating into that business. So that red guy could be putting people below other people and they will benefit from his build as well. So it's a win-win situation. And that, you know, when you have your own business, it opens up awesome tax advantages. You go out for a meal, you talk about business with someone, maybe you're taking out someone you want to introduce this to, you can write off that lunch or dinner. If you travel anywhere, this is a global business, right? So if you travel anywhere, you can write off a portion or if not 100% of that expense. So that's pretty cool too. So it is duplicatable, and you bring in two. That's the point. That's it. You bring in one on your left, one on your right, and then you teach them. I think that's the operative word, don't you think so, Malcolm?
Yes, yes. I
Teach.
mean the more yeah, just
And what
just
happens when you duplicate? What happens?
well, if you tell two people, that's two altogether, and if they tell two of their friends, that's four, and if they tell two of their friends, they're eight. That's the power of duplication. As you can see from this slide, the numbers get bigger and bigger and bigger. Of course, key to all of this is sometimes we use the phrase earn as you learn as you earn. Earn as you learn, sorry, but works both ways. So, you know, when you're helping your downline work with the business, you're also teaching them the business as well. So they might bring prospects on and you talk to their prospects. And so they kind of pick up their business as you help them with their business. And of course, eventually they become confident enough to run their own business. And then they start the process all over again. And as
Which
you can see, with good concentrated work, this can just explode.
That's awesome. Yeah, look at that number at the bottom. Wouldn't that be awesome to have 8,000 people below you? Think about the income you'd be generating with that. And you know, in the Philippines, there's 100 million people. We have a couple of hundred distributors there. That's it. So
It's about to take off.
there is a huge market in the Philippines. We need to share, share, share. Here, I think we talked a little bit about this earlier about the traditional versus network marketing business, but would you like to just talk about that a bit, Malcolm?
Yeah, so the traditional retail business, like if you imagine a product sitting in a SM mall somewhere, how did that product got there? Maybe it was manufactured overseas, maybe in China, was sent to an exporter who took it across to the Philippines, and it was taken to an importer, then it was taken to an SM warehouse and sat there and eventually gone to the consumer. Now everybody in that process adds a little bit to increase their profits. So by the time the people that do the work and the retailers, they make a little amount of money. So there's lots of expensive industries that just getting the product is expensive, plus the advertising on top of that. So that's the traditional model, which is really a sales effort. Now with network marketing, it's more sales minded. Like you introduce the customer to the product, like Kerri has done this. You can point to her face and say, look at this, it works, I love it, I love it. The purchases come directly from the manufacturer. Kerri's distributors and other people, Kerri doesn't even need to see the product. We don't need to see the product. It goes directly to the consumer. And you just help others to do the same. So you're really rewarded by your efforts. No middleman, you've done the work, so you share in the profits.
That's awesome. Yeah, and as we talked a little bit about earlier, it is a global business. And one of the nice things I think about that, and we're open in 17 countries, um, and one of the nice things about that is you can earn while you're on vacation. So you could say, okay, I'm going to go to Hawaii and I'm going to be with my family, but I'm going to do a little bit of business on the side. So one thing you're doing is you can write off a bit of your trip because you are going to start prospecting there, talking to people. Maybe you took some product with you and you're sharing it. But also, you're sitting having fun with your family and you're still getting paid, which I think is huge. Don't you think so, you guys?
Yeah, who couldn't like that?
So it is. I mean, you're really getting these emails saying you're whatever has just been loaded. And brings another point is to make sure that when you as a distributor, make sure you've got your account information all set up in the back office so that you are receiving your commission checks because we are paid weekly, which is pretty exciting. So we're paid weekly and you'll see it going into your account. If you're in the Philippines, you'll be getting paid by Western Union and it'll go into your account. You'll be notified. Um, awesome ground floor opportunity here. There is nothing like this in the world. Take advantage of that. Take big advantage of that. It is a category of its own, just like Megin said earlier, right, Megin? I love the way you describe it. It's not a cream. Can you do that again? You do it so well.
I just also wanted to bring up the point that we get paid the same globally. What I make here in Canada is the same as our distributor would make in the Philippines.
That's
So,
correct. Yeah.
and yeah, it does not have any brothers or sisters. It is a category. When we say category of its own, it stands alone. It's not a cream. It's not a serum. It's not a lotion. It's a skin technology, and this is the first for everyone. So it really is really quite exciting to be bringing this to the Philippines and building there.
And I think one of the things that, yeah, we put in there with respect to the Philippines is, it's really important to know your founders and to know, and I think you mentioned this earlier, that the founders are debt free. They're very successful businessmen, and the company is debt free. So they know what they're doing with respect to business. And that I think is a really important factor to have that behind you and to have that support behind you as a business person and as a business owner. That's huge. You have that support.
Absolutely. Okay.
So, how do we get involved? Well, right now we still have that promotion going on where it is the enrollment is waived. So, You can come into this business literally for free. And what you need to do to come into this business is you come in with an activation pack. Now, we'll show the activation packs in a minute, but you come with an activation pack. You become qualified by bringing in your right leg and your left leg. What qualified mean is that you'll be paid a commission. However, you need to remain active as well in your business. And by remaining active, you are on an auto ship, and that allows you to receive bonuses. So what I always say to people is, when I'm talking to them about, this is a product that works. It's a product that is going to change people's skin. It's a product where people that use it on skin ailments that they've had all their lives are going to be wowed by it, and they're going to want to share it automatically. What you do when you come into this business is you invest in it. You invest that $120 US a month in your auto ship. Every month you invest in this business, and you tell other people to do this as well. And that's what's going to generate your income. That's as simple as it is. You bring in two people and you invest in your business. You stay on that auto ship. If you go off that auto ship, you will lose the points in your system and you won't get paid. So that is the whole premise of the business. Um, we've talked about what you get with your $30 if there was a enrollment fee is you get a back office. And when you join up, you can go into your back office, look around. There's a university in there. The company will track all your sales. It'll track all your business for you. So there's no need for you to do that. It's all at the click of your mouse on your computer to look at what's going on in your business. It ships the product directly, as Malcolm said earlier. You as a distributor are getting the wholesale prices. So even if you have someone that's using the product and they just want to get it for the best price possible, bring them on as a distributor. They can come in with as low as a 2-pack. They can come in and become a distributor as low as a 2-pack, which is $120 US. You get full training and mentorship. We have these webinars all the time. We have trainings Saturday mornings in the Philippines, 9:30 a.m. Make sure you're getting on those trainings. If you're not connected to your team, you're not going to know the business. It's really important to be connected to your team. It builds your business by being connected. You start to learn, you start to duplicate, and you make great friends. That's the best part. And also, this Nucerity business is willable, which means, God forbid anything happens to you, you can leave this business to one of your loved ones and or some of your loved ones, and they will continue to get your paychecks. And when you build this business, this is not an overnight get rich quick. This is an investment. This is something that you start to see really building in a 2 to 3 to 4 year period. You will start to see it going. And that is such huge economic leverage to have that secondary income coming in. So here we talk about the auto ship. Auto ship is the key to your business, to stay on that auto ship. If there's anything I can tell you guys, is to stay on the auto ship. Very important. It's your investment in the business. It's going to build that below you, keeping everybody on their auto ship, using the inventory that's coming into their homes. Use one for yourself, sell the other, you've covered your auto ship. And once you start to build your business and get up to what we call a silver rank level, you will start to cover your auto ship. So that's it, right, Malcolm, Megin? This is how easy it is. You enroll, you activate by going on auto ship, you qualify by bringing in 2 people, and then you teach everybody else to do the same thing. And that's the power right there. Did you have anything to add there, Malcolm?
No, I mean, one of the cool things about this is a relatively simple business. There's not rocket science. There's an easy path to follow. There's lots of training to show you the path, and you do it and you succeed. Enroll, activate, qualify.
And it's a great product to use. Mm-hmm. There's nothing like it in the world, so that's fantastic.
So I think we've been on here for quite a while. Would you like to play this, or do you think we should open it up to some questions?
I think play this. It kind of brings everything together. So.
Okay, so we'll play the short video. Lisa Cito is speaking on the business opportunity. This is one that you would share with your prospects and send to them if you, just send it in an email or a text and say, this is something I'm doing. I'm really passionate about it. I would really like to share it with you, and take note of this. It's something that's going to be huge.
Have you ever cared to learn about something truly groundbreaking before everyone else heard about it? Something that was so unique it created its own category in the world of skin? Welcome to this exclusive invitation to learn about a company that wants to include you in their extraordinary vision. You know, with so many beauty products, gimmicks, and quick fixes out there in the marketplace, it truly can be confusing and difficult to know what to believe and what will work for you. Let me share with you an authentic medical technology for the skin, a breakthrough that has been made available to the public without a prescription by a Texas company called Nucerity International. Validated in dermatologic research studies supported by the National Institutes of Health, the evolution of their pioneering skin barrier is called Skincerity. In fact, it is the world's only breathable mask that holds in your body's natural moisture while keeping antioxidants in constant contact with your skin. For the first time in your life, you actually wake up with completely hydrated skin. And it doesn't matter if you drink liters of water, you'll still have transepidermal water loss overnight, as Dr. Anoop explained. One day, the inventor of Skincerity had broken her wrist. She required 2 surgeries and was left with unattractive scars. Immediately, she thought to partner vitamin E and barrier technology, that same platform they had used as a drug delivery system for topical antibiotics with their barrier. Her friends noticed, after a few weeks, that it looked like her hand had had a facelift. It was then a secret discovery was made. If this one single product can do that to hands, what can it do for aging faces and necks around the globe? After years of being used in dermatology clinics, Nucerity instead chose to get Skincerity into the hands of everyday people around the world and truly take it from clinics to home countertops. A recent Forbes article unveiled the 5 worst aging giveaways: the neck, under the eyes, the hands, those dreaded jowls, and crepey skin. You know, that skin that doesn't snap back on its own. And while many of the cosmetics and skincare companies are recommending 1 to 3 products for each of these areas, Skincerity addresses all of them in one single product. And Skincerity is so incredibly easy to use. Roll it on before bed and wash it off in the morning. It deep cleans on contact and flash dries in seconds. Just set it and forget it while it delivers vitamin E and grapeseed oil directly to your skin. In past years, the founders of Nucerity had experience dealing with the large retailers and knew they didn't want to go down that road again. So they chose people-to-people marketing, where people would use a product and if they loved it, would simply recommend it to their circle of friends. Being a small company with a brand new product, one that was so unique it created its own category, they knew they'd have to fight for shelf space against the giant cosmetic and skincare companies in the retail space. You'll never find Skincerity at drugstores or department stores. Nucerity relies on people like you and me to spread the word. And they choose to pay us referral bonuses in helping others get our world-class products delivered directly to your front door. Imagine if your employer asked you if you wanted to share profits in all of their sales generated globally. Pretty amazing, right? That is what Nucerity has done, and here's where they've taken it. There is no cap as to what you can earn. In fact, that cap or limit is set by you. And there are people that are already spending hundreds and thousands of dollars on treatments and procedures to reverse the effects of aging and desperately want to turn back the hands of time. Now, instead of buying products that promise hope in a bottle, why not start by purchasing from your own store at Nucerity and begin your own transformation? Don't take our word for it. This is your opportunity to try it yourself. Do you know 2 people who want to look and feel better? Well, Nucerity wants to compensate you to make that introduction. Skincerity is one of the world's greatest secrets right now, and that secret has just been let out.
I'll never forget the day my husband looked at me after all this research and everything, and he said, "This opportunity will bring us more money and more freedom than my law career will."
What are you going to do about it?
Well, you're right. That wrapped it all up. That told us everything about what we had just talked about earlier. And I hope you enjoyed our presentation this evening. If you came to this call to learn about the presentation, I hope you did learn it. Keep coming, and you will eventually be able to present this yourself. If you are new to Nucerity or wanting to think about joining it, please get back to the person that brought you here so that they can explain to you what it's all about. And please don't hesitate to get on with someone else. Myself, you can contact Megin, Malcolm. If you have any further questions, I'm going to open up the lines. I'm just going to stop the recording and